So according to Mark Gurman's Power On newsletter, we should be getting M3 silicon sooner than you guys think. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what we can expect for the M2 Silicon Max, as well as the updated M3 silicon chips that we should be expecting in 2023. But before we get to that, let's talk about M2 silicon, right? The M1 chip is going on a 1.5 years old. It's getting a bit long in the tooth. We got the M1, the M1 Pro, the M1 Max, and the M1 Ultra. The architecture is going on its last leg, and this is prime time for Apple to update the M2 chip. Basically, there are 3 devices that are going to be getting this chip, and it's prime time for these devices because they haven't been updated in so long. The first device is the MacBook Air. I've already made videos in the past of what we can expect on the brand new M2 MacBook Air. New chassis, new colors, white keyboard, white bezels. You get the gist of it. The second device that's going to be in the M2 silicon is the Mac Mini. This device is rocking a 10-plus-year-old enclosure, a 1.5-year-old chip, and it's primed for a brand new update, and the M2 silicon is also coming to the Mac Mini. The third device that's getting M2 silicon is the MacBook Pro, the entry-level MacBook Pro. The M2 is going to be put into the base-level MacBook Pro, and it's going to get a little bit more power, a little bit better battery life than the MacBook Air. But these 3 devices are going to be getting M2. Now for the updated actual Pro devices, the actual 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros, these are going to be getting the M2 Pro and the M2 Max chips. But this chip is going to be coming in the first or second quarter of 2023. And based off of what Mark Gurman is saying, late 2023 is when we should be seeing the rollout of this M3 silicon chip. And based off of what Mark Gurman is saying, we should be getting a dual die M2 Ultra Mac Pro sometime in early to mid 2023. This coincides with everything that other leakers have been saying. Obviously, Apple's release dates can be skewed a little bit more to be delayed because of the chip shortage, because they have so many products that they have to release this year and early next year. Some of them may get pushed to next year. But even though the M2 silicon is already in the works, some of these chips are already being tested. Reliable sources at Apple have already confirmed that they are working on M3 silicon, and they are in the testing phases as well. So M2 silicon is already ready to go, and they're already starting to work on M3. Apple thinks years and years ahead because there's so many natural resources they have to acquire to make these chips that everything they need for the M3 silicon is already in the works. They already have secured the supply chains. They already have secured the raw materials. They already know the nanometer process that they're going to use. They've already been testing it out for years and years ahead of time. So anything that we see in 2022, 2023, 2024 is being worked on right now as we speak behind the scenes. So the M3 silicon that we're going to see in late 2023, early 2024 is already being worked on right now, and M2 is ready to go. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the new Mac Pro, the new MacBook Pro, the new MacBook Air that's coming out. What's your favorite device? Which one are you looking out for the most? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.